Hello, my name is Ace of Spades, and I'm going to tell you how to get rich fast in Elite Dangerous. Now, the first thing you have to know about Elite Dangerous is it's grindy. Now, if you're here, you probably realize it's grindy, and you want to find the most effective way to use your time to get money in this game. Completely understandable. And I am going to tell you, number one, if you're trying to speed your advance, that the very first thing you have to do is bounty hunt. Now, if you've probably looked at other videos before you got in here, bounty hunting is the most effective way to earn money at the beginning of the game. You're probably your first, 1 to 6 million is going to be made bounty hunting. Now, the way you do bounty hunting is you have to go to these places called resource extraction sites. And resource extraction sites are these places where you could either mine or bounty hunt. Now, there's 3, I believe, resource extraction sites. There's low intensity, high intensity, hazardous. And low means that there isn't a lot of bad guys, but there's cops, not too many of them, so it's just a low amount of people. High intensity is a lot more bad guys. There's still police, so that's going to be your choice. If you're choosing bounty hunting, you're going to be always going to a high resource extraction site and battling it out there with the police, never by yourself. And number 3 is a hazardous, which I never been to. I just don't see it as being a fruitful endeavor because you're most likely going to die if you're bounty hunting, unless you're a late game and you have a big ship. Then you can do that. Me personally, no. So, I'm going to try to find and plot a course to one of these resource extraction sites. And I'll rejoin you when I am on my way. Oh God! Why?
Warning.
Fucking why? Fucking kidding me? No, go put those away. Go away! Go away! That was gay. Stupid fucking son. Doop. Oh, hurry up. Go!
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm overeating. I'm gonna overeat. Nope, don't break. Watch. Oh my God, could you go so I don't die?
4, 3, 2.
Go! I'm gonna explode! What the fucking shit? Fucking ridiculous.
Welcome back.
Jeez. Almost
Warning.
fucking bankrupt this account too. Shit titties.
Fuel skipping.
And we're back. Alright, we're about to make our final jump to Sundakush. Sundakush is the system I like to use for bounty hunting because, one of two actually. For one reason of, I spent a lot of the beginning of my game here bounty hunting. I think I bounty hunted for the first $7 million that I made in Sundakush. And for video's sake, I know that there's the resource extraction sites here, which sometimes they could be a pain to find. And some people, yes, will say on the internet, yes, they're easy to find, you just have to look for a planet with an astro build. That's not always true. They're not always there. But most often they are. A lot often they
Fuel
are.
skipping.
Okay, so once you arrive in a system that has a planet with a ring, like I was just talking about, it could harbor a resource extraction site, because the prerequisite is that they have a ring. Now in Sundakush, I believe it's 6. So you can come over here to your navigation and look through the system for your nearby to look for planet 6. Yep, yeah, it's 6. So we're gonna go to 6. Now, one thing to mention that I didn't mention before was if you're watching this video and you don't have the basics down for the game, that's okay. I highly suggest you watch the Now, one thing I forgot to mention is if you're here watching this video and you don't know the basics, you can go watch my Getting Started video, which pretty much explains how you interact with the stations, how you do everything, getting started in the game. Really helpful. It's a little bit of a lengthy video, but you can go watch that if you need a little refresher or a brush up on the basics of the game. Yeah, now we're going to Sundakush 6. Once you get within, I think 1,000? I think it's 1,000. Once you get within 1,000, you'll be able to see the resource extraction sites. So here we have the 3, low, hazardous, and high. Now, I always go to high because there's still cops there. I mean, I don't necessarily need to right now because I'm in an Anaconda, but just to show you exactly what's up, I will go there and do what I used to do, which is what you're going to do. Now, if you're in a Sidewinder, you have to be very careful about how you approach this, because if you're looking to go as fast as possible, you're probably not upgrading the Sidewinder at all, and you're just using your weapons to get money, which is completely fine. Like the Sidewinder with 2 beam lasers, you don't need to upgrade it. It's just risky. That's all. Like, not upgrading it's risky, because if you don't upgrade it, you're going to be probably a 2-shot. There will be no time to run away if you aggro one of the guys. Depending on which ship it is, it could one-shot you. Like, if you pick a fight with an Anaconda, it'll one-shot you. Vulture will probably one-shot you, depending on what weapon loadouts he has. My suggested route that you take... Go faster. Stupid plane slowing me down. My suggested route you take is don't upgrade the Sidewinder and just be risky about it. Don't upgrade the Sidewinder. Go to a high resource extraction site. Find a group of cops and follow them around. And as they're moving around, just be scanning people. And I'll show you the scanning part here in a second once I get closer. You slow down. Don't tell me to slow down. And stop. Okay, so you're going to show up here with your Sidewinder. And it's just going to be an asteroid field. And the way you bounty hunt is you scan people. So here we go. We got, this is a Viper Mark IV. He's an enemy. Enemy, if the enemy means that he's not part of my faction, so you don't attack me. Okay, see, scan the Anaconda, and he is wanted. Now that's what you're looking for when you are in the high resource extraction, the resource extraction area. You have to be scanning people as you're following the police. And scan those people so when the police start shooting at them, you can get the hit in to give you the bonus. Now, very, very important thing is to heed what I'm about to say. You have to fully scan somebody to the point that you see the wanted before you shoot them. Now, remember this, because I guarantee you, no matter, even if you did listen to me, you're going to get killed at least once. By not paying attention, by being too overzealous. You're going to see the cop shooting at someone, and you're just going to immediately target them and shoot them. That's going to give you a fine, and it's going to make you wanted in the system. The cops will immediately turn around and start shooting you. It's almost instant death. So don't do that. Don't do that. So we're in the resource extraction site. I'm not going to take down an Anaconda by myself because I just don't believe in my piloting skills to that ability. All right, so here's something good. So we got a Vulture shooting at an Anaconda. Now, the Vulture most likely is going to win because the Anaconda is just too slow. So what you have to do in these resource extraction sites is you have to, you're not the instigator, you're the supporter. Yeah, I don't see any cops here. I see none. Is that a cop? Wow, all these people are wanted. Oh no, this is a cop right here. What? No, that's not a cop. Okay, so this is something you could do. In your Sidewinder, you're gonna be here just watching people fight, and you'll see stuff like this going on. An Anaconda kind of getting wrecked by a Vulture. What you can do here is, oh, they're shooting me. 1 second. You can wait, so you can see his health. It's at 45. Now, in your Sidewinder, what you want to do is you want to wait till they're that low, and you just want to get them a tap so that they're red. Look how he turned red. That means that I aggroed him, and that I've done damage to him, and it's all good. And that means once he dies, I will get the bounty. So we just keep shooting him. Now, if you're in a Sidewinder, you just kind of float away. But you wait for those interactions, you get a couple hits in until he turns red, and then you have to stay within 3 kilometers. You have to stay within 3 kilometers of that person when they die. If you're further than 3 kilometers when they explode, you're not going to get the bounty. So you have to poach your kills. It's basically like kill stealing. So once you have your bounty, you're going to go over to your transactions here, and you'll see under claims you'll have a bounty. So that $205,000 bounty is in the Federation, which Sunday Kush is a Federation-aligned system, and I have it. Great. So where's my money? Well, you have to go back to the nearest. You have to go to a station in the system to reclaim that bounty, which I will show you now. We are going to go to. If you're here, you're always going to go to the McNair Gateway because it's the closest one. Oh wait, we'll have to go a little bit this way.
Frameshift drive charging.
So we don't hit the asteroid belt and fall back out of orbit,
4,
or
3,
Super Cruise.
2, 1, engage.
Nice. This planet's gonna slow me down though. I need to go away from the planet. So this is the system you have to do. You have to get lucky, because sometimes there's not going to be people. Like if you spend a long time at the resource extraction site killing people, eventually it's going to dry up. When it dries up, enter Super Cruise, leave, and come back. It should repopulate it. You could try the quicker method, which I don't know if it ever worked, but what you can do is you could save and quit and then come back in a different instance. So if you're in open play, you would reload the game in solo play. Yes, this does carry over all of your current game, so you'll have everything. They're connected. They're the same thing. So you could do that. I usually just left and came back, and it would fix it. But stay with the police. They're usually find yourself an Anaconda in the police, and just stay with them. And I'm gonna fly past this. Oh boy, here's a fail. And goodbye. Okay. Make sure you blow past McNair Gateway every time. It gives you a 10% increase in your. No, it doesn't. I'm just kidding. And the nice thing about bounty hunting is you improve your reputation with that faction in that current system. So once you do this for a while, the police in the system will turn green because they're friendly. You're going to be allied with that's system's police force, which is really nice for finding police when you first go into a resource extraction site, or seeing if the police are fighting someone. It's really nice. Really nice. Unfortunately, they're not green for me because I'm aligned with a rival power to this system. The system is controlled by some other Federation representative than my representative. So that means that they don't hate each other, but really they do. So they're not green for me anymore. Go ahead and dock here. And fast forward.
Landing gear deployed.
And we've landed. Okay, so once you land in the station in that system, if you're in Sundakush, just go to Sundakush, it'll make it easier. And you go to McNair Gateway, you're going to go to Starport Services. And then you'll slide on over here to the contacts, and you will see under bounties, there's your bounty vouchers. You just click here and redeem it. Goes in your account. Boom, boom, boom. And that, my friends, is how you bounty hunt. My suggestion is you start in the Sidewinder, poach the kills, and either get like the Viper Mark III and make it a little bit more combat heavy and upgrade that one so that it can not be one shot, and grind out 6 million credits to get the ASP, or you can buy the Cobra, and there's 2 ways to do this. So my recommended, the fastest way is you get the 400,000 to 500,000 credits. You buy the Cobra Mark III. The Cobra Mark III is unique because it has more internal optional storage than others. And what you do with the Cobra Mark III is you ditch your shields, so you don't have a shield generator. You don't have any weapons, and you get the best frame shift drive you can get. You max out your cargo and make sure your jump range is at least 18. You need 18 range jump range to do this, because it's dead space between here and Sothis. Now, the big bulk of how to get the big bucks so you can get yourself an Anaconda is you have to get an ASP. You get an ASP Explorer, and you max out its frame shift drive, you give it a fuel scoop, and you max out its cargo, and you put mine launchers on it. And basically this is your trading vessel. And where all my money came from is you take this trading vessel and you go to a place called Sothis. Now, Sothis is really far out there. 500 light years away from where I am now. It's a ways. It's a ways away. And this is where those 2 options came from. So you could either grind bounties to get the ASP Explorer from bounty hunting, which is a safe play, very safe. Or you can just get the Cobra, max out its cargo space, max out its jump range, and get the Sothis. Now, why this is risky is because this area over here is a dead area. Like, this is just dead space. All of this. There's no stations. So if you don't have the fuel to make it to Sothis or Seos, you're going to die in space. It's very, very important to plot your route. Very important. There's helpful websites like EDDB, Echo, E, the letter E, D as in Delta, D as in Delta, and B as in Bravo.com. And it's basically a database for Elite Dangerous, and you can actually search for the nearest system with fuel and a station. And it's really good for plotting courses. So you should be refilling somewhere around here your last time if you're in the Cobra to try to make it to Sothis. This is risky. I did it on my second account because I was just impatient. I didn't want to bounty hunt anymore. And I risked it all, and it was almost complete failure, but it worked out. So we're going to go ahead and jump out to Sothis, and I'll show you exactly why it's worth it to go that far to make money.